Hey everyone, your friendly neighborhood movie critic here, ready to ruin your childhood favorites. You know that moment when you're watching a movie, rooting for the hero, only to realize halfway through that they might be, the absolute worst? Yeah, that happens way more than Hollywood would like to admit. So grab your popcorn, because today we're counting down the top 10 times the hero was actually the worst character in the movie. Spoiler alert, your favorite character might be a total jerk. Number 10, Harry Potter in Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Harry, the chosen one, Potterhead of the century, but in this one, more like Harry nobody understands me Potter. Let's kick things off with our favorite boy wizard. By the time we get to Order of the Phoenix, Harry's deep into his angsty teenage phase, and it's rough. Sure, he's got a lot on his plate. Voldemort, prophecy, acne, but that doesn't excuse him for taking out his frustrations on literally everyone. Hermione, snapped at. Ron, dismissed. Sirius, yelled at. Basically, Harry's mood swings make you wonder if maybe a Dementor got into his cereal. If Hermione had slapped him with a get over yourself spell, we would have all been better off. Number 9. Superman in Man of Steel. Superman, but make it collateral damage. You'd think the guy wearing a cape and a giant S on his chest would be all about saving people. But nope, Man of Steel gave us a Superman who's more interested in leveling cities than actually saving them. He fights Zod in Metropolis and ends up causing more destruction than the villain. Like, sure, you stopped the world engine or whatever, but you also turned half of Metropolis into a pile of rubble. Nice job, Soups. At this point, the insurance companies are the real heroes. Number 8. Tony Stark in Iron Man 2. Billionaire, playboy, genius, jerk. Tony Stark is a fun character, right? Except when he's on a self-destructive bender, putting everyone at risk because of his massive ego. In Iron Man 2, Tony's ego is the size of his bank account, obnoxiously large. He's reckless, irresponsible, and endangers everyone around him. Remember that time he got hammered and started blasting everyone at his own party? Yeah, not exactly hero material. Rhodes had to literally put on a suit to stop his nonsense. Maybe we should have just let him retire and run Stark Industries into the ground in peace. Number 7. Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. Luke Skywalker, from hopeful farm boy to grumpy old hermit. Here's a fun idea. Let's take the most optimistic character in the galaxy and turn him into a bitter, milk-guzzling recluse. In The Last Jedi, Luke goes from Jedi Master to get-off-my-lawn guy. He's so focused on his past failures that he refuses to help anyone, including his own sister and the entire galaxy. Meanwhile, he's hiding on an island while everyone else is out there fighting the good fight. Maybe Yoda should have whacked him upside the head a few more times. Number 6. Elsa in Frozen. The cold never bothered her anyway, but it sure bothered everyone else. Okay, I know Frozen is all about let it go, but maybe Elsa should have, not let it go. At least not in the middle of a crowded coronation. Elsa's got powers, but instead of dealing with them like a responsible adult, she freezes her entire kingdom and runs away to sing a power ballad. Meanwhile, Anna's left to clean up the mess. Talk about sibling rivalry. Elsa, you're supposed to be the queen, not the drama queen. Number 5. StarLord in Avengers Infinity War. The universe is at stake, but sure, let's punch Thanos in the face because you're sad. StarLord, buddy, we need to talk. When your team is about to save the universe, maybe don't screw it up because you've got some unresolved issues. In Infinity War, the Avengers are seconds away from pulling off the greatest save in history, and then StarLord has to go and punch Thanos because he's mad about Gamora. Look, we get it, but this is why we have therapy. Thanks to him, Thanos snaps half the universe out of existence. Nice going, StarLord. Maybe stick to mixtapes next time. Number 4. Frodo Baggins in The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. The one guy who had one job. Frodo's journey is all about getting the One Ring to Mount Doom and destroying it. Simple, right? Wrong. Because when the moment finally arrives, Frodo decides he's just gonna keep it. After dragging Sam through literal hell, Frodo's like, nah, I think I'll keep this evil ring. If it weren't for Gollum, Sauron would have had a nice new piece of jewelry. Sam deserved that boat ride home, but Frodo, he deserved a long time out. Number 3, Batman in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. Why so serious? Oh, wait, wrong movie. Batman's always been a bit of a dark character, but in Batman vs. Superman, he's straight up unhinged. Obsessed with taking down Superman, Batman turns into a paranoid, murderous vigilante. He brands criminals, blows stuff up, and doesn't care who gets hurt. And all this because he's mad about what happened in Metropolis. Dude, maybe talk it out instead of going full psycho? Even Alfred's over here like, Bruce, maybe chill with the murder plans? Number 2, Rey in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. All the Jedi and still no personality. Rey was supposed to be the new hope for the Star Wars franchise, but by the time we get to The Rise of Skywalker, she's more of a Mary Sue with a lightsaber. She's got all the power, all the skills, and none of the flaws. Her biggest mistake is being too perfect, which makes her about as relatable as a cardboard cutout. And let's not even talk about that whole I'm a Palpatine twist. Seriously, Rey, pick a personality trait other than I can do everything perfectly. Number 1, Neo in The Matrix Reloaded / Revolutions. The one who messed it all up. Neo was supposed to be the savior of humanity, but by the time the Matrix sequels roll around, he's more like the savior of meh. In Reloaded and Revolutions, Neo spends most of his time brooding, making bad decisions, and generally being the most boring thing in the Matrix. He's got all these powers, but he never seems to know what to do with them. And don't even get me started on that ending. Neo, you had one job. Save humanity, not make us question why we wasted hours watching you stare into space. So, there you have it. 10 times the hero was more like the anti-hero, or just a plain old jerk. If your favorite character made the list, don't feel too bad. It's not easy saving the world, but sometimes they make it look a lot harder than it needs to be. Before you go, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments which hero do you think was the absolute worst. And no, you can't say all of them. Until next time, stay heroic, or at least try not to level a city.